I put a hidden camera in our bedroom to catch my wife cheating. Instead of confronting her, I keep doing this to each new video of her with her lover. My wife and I are both in our early 30s, we've been together 10 years, married for 6. We've always gotten along well, never fought much, and had a healthy sex life until about 2 years ago. At that time, my wife started losing interest. I tried to revive things, but then she started taking medicine that she says kills her libido. We had sex less and less, and since the medicine started, we have it once every 2 months or so, and that's only when I practically beg. However, she also started going to the gym daily and got in the best shape of her life. I have lost weight as well, but I have to commute to the city and work long hours. She prefers going to her gym in the daytime. About a year ago, I started feeling like she was hiding something, but could find no real evidence. Things misplaced on my nightstand, little things, but nothing concrete. I admit, my paranoia took over and I ended up putting a hidden camera in our bedroom. The first couple days, nothing. Then the third day, I watched as my beautiful wife hurried onto our bed with a really in-shape looking guy, both of them already peeling off each other's gym clothes. I was horrified, furious, depressed, confused, and absolutely lost. I was so close to confronting her, but for some reason, I couldn't. Maybe it was shame? But while I wallowed and rewatched the video of this guy having his way with my wife in our own bedroom, I guess something messed up in my brain. I ended up pleasuring myself while watching. I have never had any kind of cuckold fetish or interest in swinging at all. I can't explain it. But since that day, for almost a year now, I've kept my mouth shut and left the camera hidden. My wife and her lover have gotten braver over time. They wait until I leave the house to commute to work, and then spend anywhere from 1 to up to 3 hours together in our bedroom, 3 to sometimes 5 days a week. It has been a complete dead bedroom for me going on for 8 months now. She still lies and says her meds killed her libido. I don't even bother with adult content anymore. I exclusively watch the videos neither of them knows I recorded them together. I know it's messed up, but I can't seem to make myself stop. I'm going to say something kind of harsh. I apologize in advance. Your marriage is most likely over. This situation kind of cements that. This will completely destroy your self-worth, if it hasn't already. This is not healthy. I know from experience that bracing for impact eventually becomes comfortable. Unfortunately, that means you have accepted misery as a norm. Regardless of your past, you don't deserve misery. Especially if it is within your power to end. This whole thing sounds like a bad P plot. Life doesn't work like P. She's not going to jump your bones when you tell her. I really hate this word, but this is literally what a cuck is. You've got to get your self-respect back and get out of this situation. I'm really sorry you're going through this. This sounds like a nightmare. Today I messed up by showing my girlfriend the recording of her cheating on me. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for 2 years. Although we've been dating for this long, her family doesn't have a single clue about me because they are very anti anyone who isn't white and I'm Taiwanese. I suspected she was cheating on me when I found a used pregnancy test in her trash last month. The last time she and I slept together was in August because she decided to start following Christianity again or whatever. I respected that. When I confronted her about the test, she told me that it was her friend's. I still had suspicions, but I wasn't gonna accuse her of anything, so I said okay. Fast forward to yesterday. She had a soccer match that I wasn't invited to because I'm still non-existent to her family obviously. I attended, but I just sat in my car. I tried my best to get everything on camera. The game ended and I watched her walk towards her family. They were hugging. Then some guy walks towards her and they hug as well. And start kissing. I was shocked and started filming. I wanted to confront them while I had the chance, but I honestly felt like I couldn't move. I was just hurt and I was crying while driving home. Fast forward to today. She comes over talking about her win. I told her I was actually there and I had it on camera and that I wanted to show her. I pull out my phone and said, "But wait, I want to skip to the end, you'll like it," and I show her the video of her kissing that guy. I watched her smile drop and go into shock. She kept repeating my name and trying to apologize, but I just told her to leave. She refused, but my mom, who was in the kitchen, who I told everything, came out telling her to leave, but in a louder tone than I used. A couple of hours later she's on Facebook posting alarming things and people kept asking her if she was okay. 2 unknown numbers texted me about how wrong I was and how if she does something to herself it'll be my fault. Feeling bad, I tried to reach out but didn't get a response. She was still active online though. Yeah, I think I messed up. TL.DR. Me and my girlfriend have been dating for 2 years and I suspected cheating last month when I found a pregnancy test but didn't think much about it. Yesterday she had a soccer tournament and I supported her and filmed from an incredibly far distance. She didn't know I was there. At the end of the game, she started kissing a guy and I recorded it. Today I showed her the footage and now she's on social media posting alarming stuff, and so far 2 people have messaged me telling me off. Found out through audio recorded on our security camera. My D-Day was yesterday, New Year's morning. I found out because I've been away for a week, on a trip my husband of 4 years said he couldn't get days off for, and looked at our surveillance camera that is inside our back window. I realized that someone was in my house in the middle of the night when I could see the reflection of a woman opening my fridge door, and then listened to the audio that the camera caught and heard them having sex multiple times around our house. I believe she slept in my bed, and they slept together on multiple areas of our living room. I confronted him over the phone, he hung up on me multiple times, and finally he said they did some kissing and touching. I admit, I lied to him and said I talked to the woman, even though I don't know who she is. All I know is that they worked together and he brought her home after work, and that she told me they slept together, and his response was, "Yeah, so?" He also said to me, "Wow, so this is all my fault?" As if I was to blame. He said he was lonely and I left him alone so he needed to be with someone, and that he was unhappy and feels good about this because now we can break up. I don't know if that was just to hurt me or not. I told him that I want him moved out by the 6th, as I am a grad student and don't want the distraction of him in my house, and he said he will take his time finding somewhere to go. I don't know how to get him out. We rent the house together and are both on the lease, so I know there is not a lot I can do. I don't know if this is the first time he has physically cheated. He had 2 emotional affairs a year ago. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't feel anything but exhaustion. If anyone has advice on how to keep going and feel better, please let me know. Otherwise, I just wanted to share what I've gone through in the past 24 hours. Thank you for reading. Sweet girl. My heart breaks for you. I am in a similar situation. My husband of 10 years cheated on me. I didn't know it was going on until almost a year into their relationship. He moved out in January 2019. We were in couples counseling. I found out on my birthday in June that he was having an affair. Told me it was only kissing. 4 days later he confessed to sleeping with her. They're always co-warriors, aren't they? Then on December 31st I find out the affair actually started in October 2018. He walked and left me alone with a 4-year-old. Money was tight but he always took her on weekends getaways. There were times we had no food, but he took her on trips. On one trip, he even introduced her to his parents. He was already introducing her and our divorce isn't final. In 2018 we were trying for a second baby I hadn't conceived in the 14 months we had been trying. He would sleep with her and come home and have unprotected sex with me. He even told me he would have stopped the affair if I had gotten pregnant. Another epic blow. Then I found out my best friend and bridesmaid in our wedding started texting him about her sexual fantasies. That was 4 years ago. He never told me and let me go on thinking we were friends. She even came to my house and held my baby. My D-Day was in stages and the agony is unbearable. But, December 31st was the absolute gut punch. I say this because I know the pain you're in and I know how incomprehensible it is for someone you loved and trusted so dearly to betray you. I'm divorcing an attorney, so I had to be very clever and strategic about everything. First, get tested. He's done this once with the audacity of it being in your home. I did, and I got lucky that everything came back negative. But, get tested and get peace of mind. Second, document everything. Get the recording of the video, audio included. If you share a family plan with the phones, ask for the texts, messages and calls. You'll need to establish that this was repeated and callous behavior. If your state allows one-sided recording without the other party knowing, start recording all your conversations with him on the phone. If it's illegal in your state, don't do it. It will hurt you. Try and quickly split your finances. You need to get your money and open a sole ownership bank account. Look into your lease. See what it would take to get him to leave, how much to break the lease. Did he break any rules? Change all your passwords on your personal accounts. Any correspondence between the two of you needs to be documented, dates and times. Go through the accounts and see if there was any suspicious activity. If you have the resources, hire a private investigator. You'll eventually need an attorney. Do your research. Mine has cost me over $10,000 and I have literally done all the work. Your husband sounds like a real piece of work and won't go silently into the night. Go to the doctor and tell them about your situation. I got on antidepressants and a sleeping aid. It has helped tremendously. If you can, get a therapist. I know these can be costly, but it's worth the investment. They will help you handle your feelings and give you insight that you never considered. If not for my therapist pushing me to get answers, never would have known anything. She convinced me he was lying and she was right. Find a friend or family member and have them hold copies of your evidence. Rely on them for help and support. This is going to be hard for you. I hate to tell you that. The pain will come in waves, then rage will take over, then severe depression, then jubilation that you're free of him, then the cycle starts all over again. You will go through so many waves of emotion. Feel each of them. You need to. But always keep someone updated on how you're feeling. Never be alone in dark times. I worry you may do something you wouldn't normally do. My mind went to some pretty dark places. I am so sorry. How women can do this to other women I'll never know. How men or women can do this to their spouses I'll never know either. You did nothing at all to deserve this. He can blame you all day, it's not you. You will heal. You will get better. You are strong. You are determined with him not derailing your studies. He is an anchor of garbage weighing you down. He did you a favor by showing who he really is. Stay on this site, these people are amazing and will uplift you in the darkest of times. I am so sorry for your pain. Reach out to me anytime. Good luck. 38 male, found video and pictures of wife, 39 female, cheating with another man. A little backstory. We have been together since we were in our 20s and have 2 children, 11 and 13. We have had rough spots in the past due to me being gone from home for long stretches of time. I was in the military and when I got out my jobs required long hours. I take care of all the financial duties and all I asked is for her to take care of the home. Which she doesn't do, but that is another story. Fast forward to a couple of months ago. I went to a bar with a couple of friends and struck up a conversation about politics and sports with a girl at the bar. I bought her a couple of drinks for the conversation and that was the end of that. I told my wife what happened and about the girl. She immediately said I was cheating on her and she couldn't believe I would do that. After our argument, we came to an agreement that we would give each other our phones so we could go through each other's messages to prove I wasn't doing anything sneaky. So right before we hand each other our phones, she said she had to check on something and took her phone to the bathroom. She came out and we swapped phones. As she was going through my phone I was looking at YouTube on hers. I didn't think I had anything to worry about. Then a message came through and it was this guy. So I didn't read it, but it did make me want to look at pictures and videos for some reason. There in the trash file were pictures of them together in bed and a video of her and him having sex. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She was angry not to find anything on my phone, so when she realized the sound coming from her phone she snatched it away and deleted the media permanently. I left the house. When I had a cool head I came back and confronted her about it. She said that although they were both naked and playing with themselves, she didn't sleep with him. Even though I saw it on the video. Then I asked about the pictures and she denied that it was her. Then she blamed it all on me and said I was never there for her, so she went to someone who she could talk to. I lost all trust for her and don't know what to do. I don't want to break up my children's home, but I can't even think about being with her sexually or mentally right now. She wants me to just forget what I saw and work it out. I know this is probably not the best venue, but I don't know what to do. Thanks. TL, DR. Saw a video of wife cheating on her phone. Don't know what to do.